Mia's hands were still wet from washing dishes when the word hit her like a slap. Trash. Olivia's voice cut through the big marble kitchen like a knife. All the party guests went silent. The music stopped. Even the balloons seemed to freeze in the air. Mia blinked fast. Her cheeks turned red. Her fingers shook around the small homemade gift she was holding. Olivia, in her shiny dress and diamond earrings, pointed at Mia and laughed loudly. "Olivia, why is the maid's daughter even in my house? Look at her shoes. Look at her clothes. She looks like trash." Guests covered their mouths. Someone whispered, "That's Grace's daughter." Grace, the maid, stood near the stove. Her face went pale. Her eyes filled with tears, but she bit her lip and stayed quiet. Mia looked at her gift. It was a small drawing she made for Olivia's birthday. A drawing of the Carter family, smiling together. Olivia snatched the drawing from her hand. "Olivia, you think I want this? Did you pick this from the trash can too?" She crushed the drawing, threw it on the floor, and stepped on it with her expensive heels. Mia's lips trembled. Mia whispered, I just wanted to wish you happy birthday." Olivia rolled her eyes. "Olivia, well, I wish you would disappear." Everyone watched. Nobody spoke. Not Mr. Carter. Not Mrs. Carter. Not the kids with phones recording everything from the corner. You know what hurts the most? Not the word. The silence. If you were in Mia's place, what would you do? What nobody in that room knew was this. The same trash girl Olivia was laughing at would hold Olivia's future in her hands very, very soon. Later that night, the mansion was quiet. The balloons were half dead. The cake was dry. The guests were gone. Only the sound of water and plates came from the kitchen. Grace washed the dishes slowly. Her eyes were red. She tried not to look at Mia, who sat at the small back table, holding the crumpled drawing. Mia smoothed the paper with her fingers again and again, even though the lines were broken. Grace, with a soft voice, "Mia, leave it, beta. It's ruined." Mia shook her head. "Mia, I worked all week on it." She didn't even look at it. She just saw me. One tear fell on the paper. Grace stopped washing. She dried her hands. She sat beside her daughter. "Grace, listen to me. You are not trash. You hear me?" Mia didn't answer. Grace took her face in her hands. "Grace, look at me, Mia." Mia raised her eyes slowly. "Grace, you are kind. You are smart. You are stronger than all of them. Their money is outside. Your value is inside. Don't let one spoiled girl decide who you are." Mia whispered, "Then why does it hurt so much?" Grace's voice broke. "Grace, because you have a good heart. Good hearts feel everything." There was a small pause. Only the old kitchen clock ticked on the wall. Tick, tick, tick. From the doorway, someone watched them. Mr. Carter. He had come down for water. He heard almost everything. He saw his maid's daughter crying over a crushed drawing, and his own daughter's name was written in colorful letters at the top. "Happy birthday, Olivia." Mr. Carter's face tightened with guilt, but he said nothing. He just drank his water and left. Upstairs, in her huge bedroom, Olivia scrolled on her phone. Her best friend Lily had uploaded a story from the party. You could clearly hear Olivia's voice shout, "Look at her clothes. She looks like trash." There were already comments. "Wow, that's harsh. Bro, not cool. Is she talking about the maid's kid?" Olivia shrugged. "Olivia, whatever. People are so sensitive." She tossed her phone away and lay on her bed. But one thought stuck in her mind. Why did Dad look so angry when the maid was packing the leftover cake? The next morning, everything started to change. At breakfast, Mr. Carter was serious. No jokes. No smile. Mr. Carter, Olivia, we need to talk. She looked up, confused. Olivia, about what? He slid his phone across the table. It showed the video. Her words. Her laughter. Mia's face. Frozen on the screen. Olivia's heart dropped. Olivia, who posted this? Mr. Carter, someone from the party. And now it's everywhere. My business partners follow this page. The company staff follows this page. You embarrassed this family. You humiliated someone who works in our house. A child. Olivia's stomach twisted. Olivia, it was just a joke. Mr. Carter slammed his hand on the table. Mr. Carter, calling a girl trash is not a joke. Silence fell over the breakfast table. Mrs. Carter looked away, ashamed. Mr. Carter, the school called. They saw the video. They want to talk to you. And to Mia. Olivia's eyes widened. Olivia, why Mia? Mr. Carter, you'll see. He stood up and left his toast untouched. Olivia felt something for the first time. Not anger. Not pride. Fear. And this was only the beginning. What will happen when both girls face each other? Not in a kitchen, but in front of the whole school. The Carter family car stopped in front of a big, modern school. Students laughed and walked in groups. Some wore designer bags. Some wore old backpacks. Olivia wore new white sneakers. Mia wore her mother's repaired shoes. Yes, the same building. Two completely different lives. You see, a few months ago, Mr. Carter had secretly arranged a scholarship for Mia. He saw her good grades. He saw how she helped Grace count money, read letters, fill forms. He believed in her mind, even if his daughter didn't. Now, both girls walked through the same gate. Olivia walked fast, head high. Mia walked slowly, holding her books close to her chest. Whispers followed them. Hey, that's the girl from the video. Is that the maid's daughter? Wow, she still came to school. Teachers watched with tight lips. At the principal's office, both families sat across from each other. On one side, Mr. and Mrs. Carter with Olivia. On the other side, Grace with Mia. The principal, Ms. Daniels, looked serious. Ms. Daniels, thank you for coming. I want to make something clear. In this school, we do not allow bullying. We do not allow students to insult others because of money, job, or background. Olivia stared at her lap. Ms. Daniels continued. Ms. Daniels, Olivia, do you understand why you are here? Olivia's throat felt dry. Olivia, because I said something bad. Ms. Daniels, say it. Olivia swallowed. Olivia, because I called Mia trash. The word hung in the air like a bad smell. Grace closed her eyes in pain. Mia stared at the floor. Ms. Daniels, Mia, you will not be punished. You did nothing wrong. In fact, your teachers speak very highly of you. Olivia glanced at Mia, surprised. Ms. Daniels, tomorrow is the big science competition. Both of you are representing this school in front of many parents and company sponsors. Olivia frowned. Olivia, both of us. Ms. Daniels, yes. You for your robotics project. Mia for her environmental project. The event is important. Many people will be there, including Mr. Carter's business partners. Olivia suddenly understood. If she messed up here, her father's anger would not just be about a video. Ms. Daniels, Olivia, there will be consequences for your behavior. But I will decide them after the competition. For now, I have one question. She looked straight into Olivia's eyes. "Miss Daniels, are you truly sorry? Or are you just sorry you got caught?" Olivia didn't know what to say. Her hands shook in her lap. Her heart pounded. She remembered Mia's face in the kitchen, the broken drawing, her mother's red eyes. For the first time, she felt something heavy in her chest. Guilt. Olivia, in a small voice, I don't know how to fix this." Ms. Daniels sighed. "Ms. Daniels, sometimes the person you hurt is the only one who can help you fix it." Her eyes moved to Mia. The room grew very quiet. Mia felt everyone looking at her. Her palms were sweaty. A part of her wanted to say, "Yes, punish her. Make her feel small like I felt." But another part of her, the part her mother raised, did not like to see anyone in pain, not even her bully. Mia lifted her head slightly. Her eyes met Olivia's for a second. She saw fear there, and shame. The principal continued, "Ms. Daniels, tomorrow the whole school will see what kind of people you are. Not by your words, but by your actions." She closed her notebook. "Ms. Daniels, meeting is over." As they left, Olivia brushed past Mia in the hallway. For the first time, she didn't walk like a queen. She walked like someone who might lose everything. Mia watched her go. In her mind, one question turned again and again. Should I help her, after what she did to me? That night, both girls couldn't sleep. Olivia stared at her half-finished robot. The wires were messy. The programming still had errors. Mia checked her poster again and again. Her project about cleaning dirty water was ready. But her heart was not. If you were Mia, would you help the person who crushed your gift and called you trash? The school auditorium was full. Parents, teachers, business people in suits, students clapping and cheering. Big lights shone on the stage. Backstage, Olivia's stomach twisted. Her robot wasn't working right. It moved a little, then stopped. Olivia whispered, "Come on, please, not today." She pressed buttons again. Nothing. On the other side of the backstage curtain, Mia checked her water filter model. Everything was simple and neat. She had practiced her speech all week. Grace sat in the front row, her hands tight around her old handbag. Mr. Carter sat near the sponsors, his face serious and tired. The host called out, "Next, we have Olivia Carter, presenting her home assistant robot." Lights hit Olivia's face. She walked out, legs shaking. She forced a smile. "Olivia, hello, I'm Olivia, and this is my robot. It can help with chores at home." She pressed the start button. Nothing happened. The robot stayed still. A few students laughed softly. Olivia's cheeks burned. She pressed again. Still nothing. Her voice started to wobble. "Olivia, it usually works. I think there's some problem with the code, or..." Her eyes found her father in the crowd. His jaw was tight. His eyes were cold. Olivia felt tears rising. Suddenly, from backstage, a quiet voice reached her. Mia, whispering, "Check the red wire. Bottom right. It's loose." Olivia froze. She turned her head a little. Mia stood just off stage, half in shadow. Their eyes met. Mia gave a small nod like, "Go on." Olivia's hand shook as she bent down. She pushed the wire in, pressed the button again. This time, the robot moved. The audience clapped politely. Olivia finished her short, broken speech. She walked off the stage, heart racing. As she passed Mia, she whispered, "Why did you help me?" Mia's answer was simple. "Mia, because I don't want to be like you were, that day in the kitchen." Those words cut deeper than any insult. Next, the host called. And now, Mia Lopez, presenting her project, Clean Water for Poor Villages. Mia walked on stage. Her clothes were simple. Her shoes were old. But her voice was steady. She showed how her low-cost filter could make dirty water cleaner. She showed pictures of kids getting sick from bad water. She spoke from the heart. Mia, I know what it's like to be poor, to worry about water, food, rent. I made this because I want kids like me to drink clean water and still have money for school. The hall was silent. Then the clapping started. Loud, strong. Even the business people looked impressed. Mr. Carter stared at Mia in pure shock. He had never seen her like this. At the end of the event, the judges announced the winner. Judge, the first prize goes to Mia Lopez. Grace gasped. Her hands flew to her mouth. Tears rolled down her cheeks. She whispered, "Thank you, God." Mia's eyes filled too. She walked to the stage, accepted the medal and the small scholarship envelope. In the crowd, everyone could see it clearly now. The maid's daughter was smarter, braver, and kinder than most rich kids in that room. One of the main sponsors, an older woman in a blue suit, walked to the microphone. "Sponsor, I also saw a video last night. A girl being called trash because she was poor. Today, I saw the same girl win first prize." She looked at Mia. "Sponsor, you are not trash. You are treasure." The whole hall clapped again. Olivia felt like the floor was opening under her feet. Her face burned with shame. Her father's company got good news that day. The sponsor wanted to fund Mia's project with the school. But there was also bad news for Olivia. Back in the principal's office, Ms. Daniels gave her the final decision. "Ms. Daniels, Olivia, you will be suspended for 1 week. After that, you must do 3 months of community service at the school, cleaning classrooms, helping in the cafeteria, and you will attend a workshop about kindness and equality." Olivia nodded weakly. She didn't argue. She didn't roll her eyes. Something inside her had broken, and maybe something better was trying to grow. On the way home, the car was silent. At the mansion, Olivia walked into the kitchen. Grace was cleaning the counters. Mia was placing plates in the cupboard. Olivia stood there, feeling small in her own house. Her voice shook. "Olivia, Mia, can I talk to you?" Grace stopped. Mia turned. Olivia's eyes filled with tears. "Olivia, I'm sorry. Not just because people saw. Not because of the school. I'm sorry because I was cruel. You helped me today when you didn't have to. I called you trash. But today I saw. I am the one who acted like trash." A tear rolled down her cheek. She wiped it quickly. "Olivia, you don't have to forgive me. But I needed to say it." The room went quiet. Mia looked at her for a long moment. She could see the difference now. The arrogance was gone. The pride was cracked. Mia took a slow breath. "Mia, what you did hurt me. A lot. But my mom always says, if we only give kindness to those who are kind, then it's not kindness. It's a trade." Grace's eyes shone. Mia continued. "Mia, I forgive you. But you need to change. Not for me. For yourself." Olivia nodded, crying quietly. Then something unexpected happened. Mia reached into her school bag. She pulled out a folded paper. It was the same drawing. She had tried to fix it with tape. The colors were a little broken. Lines were cracked. Mia, with a tiny smile, "I fixed it a little. Happy late birthday, Olivia." Olivia took the paper with shaking hands. Her tears dropped on it. Olivia whispered, "Thank you." Later, Mr. Carter came into the kitchen. He placed his hand on Grace's shoulder. "Mr. Carter, Grace, I am giving Mia full support for her studies. Not just the scholarship. I want to invest in her project too. She has a bright future." Grace's knees almost gave out. "Grace, sir, I don't know what to say." Mr. Carter smiled sadly. "Mr. Carter, say you'll stay and help me raise my daughter into a better human being." Grace laughed softly through tears. In that big rich house, something changed. The maid's daughter was no longer just staff. She was the girl who saved the school's honor. The girl whose idea could help poor villages. And Olivia? She wore no crown now. She wore an apron in the cafeteria. She cleaned tables. She helped younger kids. At first, people whispered and laughed. But after some time, they saw her new behavior. She walked beside Mia in the hallway, not in front of her. Sometimes they even laughed together. Karma did not just punish. It also taught. In this world, money can buy a big house, but it cannot buy a big heart. Never call someone trash because they are poor. One day, the same person you look down on might be the one standing above you, offering you a helping hand.